You're listening to Sip and Grow the podcast, the show where we taste awesome, delicious wines while having unfiltered conversations about our passions, experiences, struggles, entrepreneurship, and life. My name is Nicole Di Pasquale, and I'm a wine enthusiast just trying to pursue her passions and dreams while taking you on the journey with me, one episode at a time. My ultimate goal is to not only bring you wine knowledge and value, but also inspire you to enjoy your process and journey in pursuing your passions and dreams. Because guess what? The person you become while enduring the process is more important. So sit back, grab a glass, and let's sip and grow together. Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of Sip and Grow with me, your host, Nicole Di Pasquale. So today I have another interesting bottle that this is actually going to be the first time for me to try a wine from Australia. So I actually got this bottle at Total Wine. Shout out to Enrique at Total Wine in Aventura. He recommended this to me to bring this on the podcast. So I immediately fell in love with the label because I thought it was super cool and interesting. And then reading into the story behind this wine label and this wine brand just made me love the brand even more. So there's these two guys that founded this label in 2010. First guy is called Redmond, Sweeny, and second guy is Tony Davis. So Tony Davis is a winemaker, and he was actually he's been making wine in Australia for a while. And Red is short for Redmond. So Red got together with Tony and was like, hey, let's create a label. And then Tony was like, sure, we can create a label, but as long as you sell the wine and I just am in charge of making it, I'm cool with that. So that's what they ended up doing. So in 2010, they created this wine label called Snake and Herring. And then there's a story behind why the label looks the way it does. So if you look at the label closely, which I'll see if I can get a picture of it like close up so you guys can see it. It's almost like there's a sailboat and the like balloon, it's almost like a hot air balloon, but instead of it being like a hot air balloon, it's like, it looks like grapes. So their whole concept behind the label is that they're exploring all of Australia to find the best grapes out there. And they actually, so they don't have a vineyard, they just have a label and they outsource their grapes in order to create the best wine possible within the area that they're located in, which is the area that this one is from is Margaret River, which is in the western part of Australia. So they have a really cool story behind their label. This is a Cabernet Sauvignon 2018 vintage. And they are just two dudes that like love to explore, and like Tony just loves making super cool, complex wines. And he was like, they really focus on outsourcing the best of the best, and like their whole concept behind the label is that they're finding a hidden treasure or like a hidden gem within Western Australia to just bring the best wine that they can bring to their audience or to their clients. So I thought that was pretty cool. And then another cool thing too is that they name their wines after a song because they're super big music heads. So this one's called Dirty Boots. It's by a band called Sonic. I looked it up and I don't remember what it's called. I'm gonna see if I can find it, but I've never heard of the band. It's a rock band, and I think it's by that band because that's the only song that came up when I put Dirty Boots in Google. Don't quote me on it because they didn't say what band it was named after. They just put the song name on here, but I thought that was pretty cool because like they're all into like music and they name each of their wine bottles after a song that is special to them. So I'm excited to try this wine. It's also a screw chop which don't judge a book by its cover, aka don't judge a wine by its screw top. I It's actually not on the cheaper side. It's $25.99 at Total Wine. I'll link it in the notes for you guys to try it out. But I don't know, I just feel like I love their story. I love their wine label. And I'm interested to see what Australia has to offer. I mean, they actually have, like, they're well known for making really good wines. I remember when I talked to my winemaker in California last year, we were talking about Australia, and I need to look this up because I'm not sure. I'm not sure if this is like, well, I don't have the facts to back it up right now because I didn't research it, but this is the conversation that I had with my winemaker. Supposedly, there is like huge taxes on wine in Australia that it's like actually really hard for them to like export it to other countries. They basically don't make a lot of money because of all the tax laws that they have on wine. So that's another reason why it tends to be more expensive here or like in other countries. And on top of that, they don't really make a lot of money off of it because of all the taxes that they have to pay to the country to like export their wine. So it's actually really sad because my winemaker, when he was telling me that, he's like, it sucks because they actually make really good wine, but unfortunately, like, they don't make as much money off of it as they can because of all those like tax laws that they have to export the wine to other countries. I would have to research more on that, but when I was speaking to him about it, I was like, damn, that really sucks. But anyways, let's go ahead and try this wine. So, typical Cabernet Sauvignon. It's giving me deep ruby red on the color. Ooh. Dark fruit notes like blackberry, dark plum. I'm even getting like almost like a cedary smell. Let's go ahead and try it. Well, definitely dark chocolate notes on the flavor, like in the taste. The blackberry is very present. It's very smooth, and it goes down nicely, but it is a full body wine. I think this is like, honestly, I'm very surprised. This is actually a really good Cabernet Sauvignon. I mean, it's $25.99, so like, I was hoping that it would be. Also, you know, the recommendation came very high, so I was expecting it to be good. Yeah, for me, it's more on like the dark fruit notes, and like, there's not a lot of herbal notes, but I'm almost getting a hint of like laurel leaf in there. But I think this is a very solid Cabernet Sauvignon. Price point wise, it's mid-range, not too bad, full-bodied, from Australia. Again, screw top, we love that, easy access. I would say my rating for this wine would probably be honestly, I really like it. I'm not mad at it. I would rate it an 8.8 out of 10, which is really good. It's really good for me. I'm even getting hints of cinnamon actually now that I taste it again. But it's more on like the black fruit notes, like dark fruit notes, and then like you get that hint of like cedar plank in there. But it's not too spicy compared to other Cabernet Sauvignons I've had. I think it's very solid, and I think it's worth a try. If you're looking to go out of the box and try a new Cabernet Sauvignon that's not from either California or like South America, like Argentina, this is definitely a very good go-to Cabernet Sauvignon to try. I think it's solid, very surprising for me. I thought it wasn't gonna be this good, but it's very good. Let me know if you guys try it out. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you've had any other Australian wines and you want me to try them on here on the podcast. Comment below. Let me know. I'm just trying to get out of my comfort zone and trying different wines that I haven't tried before. But overall, I would say this is one worth trying. I'll definitely link it in the notes. And cheers, guys. I will see you guys on the next episode, as always.